Close your eyes for just a moment. Imagine holding two quantum particles in your hands. Tiny specks of existence so deeply connected that no matter how far apart they travel, the instant one moves, the other mirrors it perfectly across any distance. Einstein called this phenomenon spooky action at a distance. But what if I told you that you, yes, you, are engaged in this exact same quantum dance with the universe right now? Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every intention you hold isn't just happening inside your skull. It's sending ripples through the very fabric of reality. This isn't some New Age fantasy. This is hard science meeting profound spirituality in a revelation that changes everything. Studies from institutions like the University of Geneva have proven quantum entanglement over distances that would make light itself pause to catch its breath. If inanimate particles can communicate instantly across vast cosmic distances, what kind of conversation are you having with the universe through your consciousness? Most people go through life completely unaware they're even having this conversation. They broadcast static through unfocused thoughts and chaotic emotions, then wonder why the universe responds with mixed signals. But today, that changes. Today, you'll learn how to become a conscious participant in this quantum dialogue. How to speak the universe's language so clearly that reality has no choice but to respond. Let's start with a truth so fundamental, it will shake your understanding of reality. You are already in constant, unbreakable communication with the universe. Quantum entanglement, that bizarre phenomenon where particles remain mysteriously connected across any distance, isn't just some laboratory curiosity. It's the very framework through which your consciousness interacts with existence. Imagine you and a friend each hold one end of a stretched-out slinky. When you shake your end, the movement instantly transmits to theirs, no matter how far you stretch it. Now realize this: your mind is one end of that slinky, and reality itself is the other. The 2022 Nobel Prize in Physics was awarded for groundbreaking work, proving that quantum entanglement isn't just real. It's fundamental to how the universe operates. Here's where this gets life-changing. Just like those entangled particles, your thoughts don't stop at the boundaries of your skull. Every mental pattern you sustain, every emotional frequency you maintain, creates matching vibrations in the quantum field around you. Research from the Institute of Noetic Sciences has shown that focused human intention can influence physical systems at a distance, what they call distant mental interactions with living systems. The problem? Most people are like someone shouting into a phone without realizing it's connected, broadcasting fear, doubt, and lack, without understanding why those same energies keep showing up in their lives. But when you recognize that you're already entangled, you can start choosing what to transmit. Think of your consciousness as a quantum radio tower. Right now, it's constantly broadcasting signals on certain frequencies, your dominant thoughts and emotions. The universe, acting as the ultimate mirror, simply reflects back whatever frequency you're transmitting. This explains why two people can experience the same event completely differently. They're literally entangled with different quantum possibilities. The work of physicist John Hagelin demonstrates how collective meditation can reduce crime rates in cities. Proof that human consciousness directly interfaces with the quantum field. If groups can do this unconsciously, imagine what you can do when you become intentional about your quantum entanglement. Now that you understand you're always entangled, let's explore your most powerful tool: the quantum collapse of reality through focused attention. In the quantum world, particles exist as probabilities until observed, what physicists call waveform collapse. Your consciousness works exactly the same way on the macro scale. Picture yourself standing in front of an infinite movie projector. Every possible version of your life exists as potential. The wealthy you, the healthy you, the joyful you, all shimmering as quantum possibilities. Your attention acts like the projector's lens. Wherever you focus, that particular movie collapses from possibility into your tangible reality. Groundbreaking experiments at the Weizmann Institute of Science have shown that observation literally determines physical outcomes at the quantum level. Extend this to your daily life. When you obsess over problems, you're collapsing that version of reality. When you focus on solutions and possibilities, you collapse an entirely different experience. Your attention isn't passive, it's creative energy in its purest form. Consider the famous Double-Slit experiment, where electrons behave as particles when observed and waves when not. Your life operates on the same principle. What you observe, give attention to, becomes solid and real to you. What you ignore remains fluid potential. This explains why energy vampires seem to drain you. Their focused attention on negativity collapses that reality around them. But it also reveals your escape route. By consciously redirecting your attention, you can collapse an entirely different experience. Studies on Buddhist monks show that focused meditation actually changes brain structure and function, proof that sustained attention alters your quantum interface with reality. When you develop the discipline to place your attention strategically, you gain the power to collapse the reality you prefer. The universe communicates in a language far more profound than words. It speaks in the vibrational syntax of quantum possibility. Imagine you're trying to operate an advanced quantum computer using an abacus. That's essentially what happens when we use future tense language like "I will be happy" or "I want to be successful" to interface with the present moment reality of the quantum field. Quantum physics reveals a startling truth. There is only now. The past is a memory trace in your neurons, the future a probabilistic projection. The universe doesn't understand tomorrow. It only responds to the vibrational signatures you're emitting this very second. When you say, "I will be abundant," the quantum field registers the lack you feel now. But when you declare "I am abundant" with full sensory conviction, you align with the timeless present where all possibilities exist simultaneously. This isn't metaphysical speculation. It's neurological fact. Research from the University of California shows that when subjects vividly imagine an experience, their brains light up identically to when they're actually living it. Dr. Joe Dispenza's work demonstrates how patients can heal illnesses by mentally rehearsing perfect health until their bodies conform to that quantum blueprint. Your words are quantum commands. Consider how a single spoken word can make your heart race or your body relax. Studies in linguistic relativity prove that the language we use literally shapes our perception of reality. The indigenous Huichol people of Mexico understand this instinctively. Their language has no future tense, only eternal present. They live in constant dialogue with the quantum now. Here's how to upgrade your quantum vocabulary. Eliminate future-oriented language. I will, I want. Speak as if your desire is already manifest. I am, I have. Engage all senses in your declarations. Feel the joy, see the results, hear the congratulations. When you say, "I am financially free" while feeling lack, you create quantum static. But when you declare it while generating the emotions of already having it, you transmit a clear signal the universe must answer. This is why affirmations often fail. They're spoken from the old quantum state rather than the new one you're calling in. Your emotional state is your quantum broadcast frequency, and the universe is always tuning in. Imagine you're a radio tower transmitting on 98.7 FM lack and struggle. No matter how much you think positive, if you're still broadcasting from that frequency, you'll only attract matching experiences. This explains why willpower alone fails to create change. You must literally become a different vibrational being. Quantum physics confirms that everything vibrates at specific frequencies. Your thoughts, your emotions, even your organs. Research from the HeartMath Institute shows that coherent heart rhythms, generated by positive emotions, can influence the electromagnetic fields around us up to several feet away. Your heart's electromagnetic field is 60 times greater in amplitude than your brain's, making it your primary quantum communication device. Consider water's miraculous response to vibration. Dr. Masaru Emoto's experiments demonstrated how water crystals form beautiful or distorted patterns based on the words and emotions directed at them. Since we're 60% water, imagine how our vibrational state shapes our quantum reality. When you're radiating gratitude, you're structuring every cell in your body and your external reality toward coherence. Here's the quantum upgrade protocol. Monitor your emotional GPS throughout the day. Ask, what frequency am I on? When you catch yourself on a lower vibration, don't resist. Pivot. Shift to appreciation or curiosity. Cultivate quantum anchors, memories, music, or mantras that instantly elevate your state. The quantum field doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. This explains why fake it till you make it often backfires. You can't deceive quantum reality, but when you genuinely cultivate elevated states through practices like gratitude journaling or heart coherence meditation, you begin transmitting a frequency that must attract its match. Beneath the surface of your conscious mind lies the quantum mainframe that actually runs your reality. Your subconscious. Imagine your conscious mind as a smartphone app, while your subconscious is the entire operating system. No matter how many positive affirmations you tap into the app, if the OS is running old programming, nothing fundamentally changes. Quantum neuroscience reveals that 95% of our cognition happens subconsciously, meaning most of our reality creation happens automatically based on ingrained programs. Studies using fMRI show that subconscious patterns activate neural networks a full 7 seconds before we're consciously aware of making a decision. Your subconscious is quite literally creating your reality before you even think about it. The good news? Your subconscious is highly programmable. It's essentially a quantum biocomputer waiting for new instructions. Research from Carnegie Mellon demonstrates how visualization can create the same neural pathways as physical experience. When basketball players mentally rehearsed free throws, their performance improved nearly as much as those who physically practiced. Here's how to hack your quantum subconscious. Identify limiting programs. Notice recurring struggles. These reveal the hidden code. Create counter-programming. Craft statements that oppose the old patterns. Install through emotional repetition. The subconscious learns through felt experience. The key is what neuroscientists call emotional salience, the combination of repetition and emotional intensity that makes new neural pathways stick. This explains why simply repeating affirmations often fails. There's no emotional quantum charge behind the words. But when you pair your new programming with vivid sensory detail and emotional conviction, you're speaking the subconscious's native language. Quantum coherence occurs when your conscious desires and subconscious beliefs align. This is the state where so-called miracles happen, when your entire being vibrates in harmony with a new possibility. The universe has no choice but to mirror back that coherent signal. Your work isn't to convince the universe of anything. It's to become the quantum match for what you desire.